The internet has changed a lot since it was first invented. But how does this actually work? Well, at the heart of it, there's something called crypto. Now don't worry, I know that sounds scary, but it's actually not as complicated as it seems. Basically, crypto is just a fancy word for digital money that uses really strong math called cryptography to keep it safe and secure. And it's not controlled by any government or bank. It's totally digital and decentralized, which means it's super fast and anyone in the world can use it. Some examples of cryptocurrencies include Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many, many more. Now you might be thinking, why do we need another kind of money when we already have dollars and euros and yen? Well, cryptocurrencies are not meant to replace traditional money. Instead, they're like digital coins that you can use in a specific online world, and that's where Web3 comes in. Web3 is basically the next version of the internet that runs on these decentralized technologies, especially blockchains. So what does that mean exactly? Well, imagine the internet as a big city. In the old days, it was like a small town where everyone knew each other and all the buildings were owned by the same people. This is what we call Web 1. Then came social media and websites and online shopping, which made the city much bigger. But now there are huge companies controlling everything, like big buildings owned by giant corporations. This is Web 2. But Web 3 is like a whole new city built on the blockchain, where everyone has their own little piece of land and can build whatever they want on it. And because it's all based on the blockchain, everything is transparent and can't be taken away from you. Now let's take a look at some of the cool things you can do with Web3 and crypto. First, you can use apps built on the blockchain, often called dApps, or decentralized apps. And these are like regular apps, but instead of being controlled by one company, they're run by everyone. For example, there are games where you can earn real money, social media sites where you own your data, or even banks where you can earn interest on your crypto. Second, you can own digital assets like pictures, music, or videos, which are stored on the blockchain. These are called NFTs or non-fungible tokens, so you could buy a digital trading card, for example, and trade it with your friends. Third, you can lend and borrow money directly from other people using something called DeFi, or decentralized finance. So instead of using a bank as an intermediary, you can connect directly with other people who want to lend or borrow money. But what are some of the benefits of using Web3 and crypto? Well, first of all, it's all about decentralization. No single company or government is in control. Everything is open and transparent, and you have much more freedom to do whatever you want online. Another big benefit is ownership. When you use Web3, you actually own your data, your assets, and even your identity. You're not just a customer of some big company that can take all your information and sell it to advertisers. And finally, there's interoperability. All the apps and assets you own can work together no matter what platform you're on. So overall, Web3 and crypto are like the next evolution of the internet. It's a way to make everything more open, transparent, and decentralized. And while it's not going to replace the traditional internet, it's going to be a big part of how we interact with each other online in the future. Hopefully this video helped you understand a little bit more about what Web3 and crypto are all about. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button and leave us a comment below. Thanks for watching.